Welcome to my Prime Meet review. I'm going to be showing you the dashboard, showing you the GUI, showing you a demo. So I'm going to actually run through a couple of meetings to see if it works or not and some things you need to look out for. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons because there are some. There's also pros. I'm going to go through all of them and let you know my personal opinion at the end as well. So this is Prime Meet. It is a software that allows you to run meetings and also host webinars, and it features video, features quite a few additional features in the videos, like there's a pretty advanced whiteboard feature which could be pretty fun. So we're going to run through all of those. So when you first log in, you get the dashboard here, and it just tells you a bit of a summary of all the meetings. So you're mainly going to want to go to meetings and then click add new or start a meeting. Okay, so here you're going to give your meeting a title. Let's call this Tube Meeting, and we'll come over to the right hand side. You can pick a type of meeting. So here there's a couple different types. Let's choose a video conference. And this meeting category, I'm not too sure what this is. I can't find where you can add your own categories. I'm not too sure if you have the flexibility to do that. So there isn't really too much options here. In the start date and time, you can choose your start date and time. So I'm just going to say I'll say 4:37 p.m. This doesn't really matter. This doesn't mean that this is when the meeting must begin. This is just it's probably more for other people so they can see when a meeting is due to commence. You can give an estimated period and add a meeting code if you'd like to. And here I want to invite myself to join via another browser. So I'm going to say accessible via link. And you will need to check this publicly accessible meeting as well. And in fact, I'll just quickly show you what happens when you don't check this, and then I'll show another quick demo of what happens when you do. So let's put an agenda. We'll just say testing this software, sure, and save meeting. Okay, the agenda must be at least 20 characters. That's probably 20 characters. There we go. So if you click on these three dots, let's get the URL, share URL, let's say copy link, or copied. Okay, and I'll just paste my link in this notepad here so that I can join it from another browser. Join meeting. And here you can say mute video, mute audio. Let's say we want to join the meeting without either. Let's go click to get live. Let's click to go live. All right, so here we have an error. Some required devices unreadable. The app need those devices in working condition to work. Failed to get me. At least one of audio and video must be requested. Okay, so I guess I will turn on. Let's turn on the video. Let's try again. See if it works now. All right, cool. So seems to be working. So now I'm just going to open another browser and join the meeting, and we'll see if it works with that link. So let's go ahead and paste this into here and go as if we're going to join the meeting. So what's happened is it's asking me to put in my email. So that's a little bit frustrating because normally if you want to just share a link, you expect that the link will be shared or be received, and then you simply click the link and you join the meeting. And click request OTP. And now I'm just waiting for it to arrive in my email box. So it took about 45 seconds to arrive. Let's try log in. Okay, cool. Let's say allow. This app needs those devices in working condition to work. Could not start video source. Solve the issue and refresh the page. Okay, I'm not too sure what's going on here because clearly my camera is working. I've even checking here in my browser settings, and it's saying I'm allowing it. So I'm not sure what's not working. So this is some of the cons. So this does work sometimes. That's the thing. It's inconsistent, and the error handling is not completely there, in my opinion. I'm going to try this again with the publicly available link, and then that should mean that I'm allowed to simply just go to the link without any issues. So let's come back here, and to end it, you go here and click End Meeting. All right, and you come back to this screen, and now you just click to go back, I believe, and that takes you back here. So now let's add a new meeting, and this time let's say it's a webinar test meeting. Let's copy that in here. Let's change it to webinar. Cool. And now let's check both and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've joined this meeting and now I just want to get the link to be able to share it. So it's another way you can come. You can go share URL. Let's copy this here and let's try again, shall we? Ah, okay, you already have a tab opened for a live meeting page. All right, so this is possibly another issue. Let me just close this one and let me retry. Yeah, look, I'm not too sure what's going on with this. I would think I don't actually need the video to join a meeting because okay. Okay, something else so it seems like I can get it to work now. So it's kind of interesting. It looked like I had to turn off, disable the video to actually be able to join, which again is a bit inconsistent. But here we can actually see that this time there was no login required. I could just pop the link in, and here I am. I also noticed mute for me. This seems to be a bit of an inconsistent feature as well. So on this screen here, I have the um, mute audio, mute video, but over here I don't seem to have these options. You maximize this one, and here at the bottom you can say you can start recording and show whiteboard. I quite like this whiteboard. I think it's pretty cool. You can do some drawings. So if you're trying to describe something or explain something, this could be helpful, and there's quite a few other features here. So I do think this is a good feature that some other screen sharing and meeting softwares don't have, that this one does do a little bit better. And then you can stop that. You can also share your screen. Now on their sales page they say that nobody else does this, but this isn't true. So now I'm going to go ahead and end this meeting, and then I'm going to actually show you the sales page and what they say about their product. But this was quite funny to me. So here it says, let's see how PrimeMeet competes with the top webinar software in the market. So they've got PrimeMeet, Zoom, Cisco WebEx, and GoToMeetings. And here they've got single click scheduling. So they're saying that they do that and the others don't. They've got starting price. So they're saying they do that. I think that they mean like a one-time fee. And that is true. They do. It's just a one-time fee. You don't do monthly. Unlike these other webinar providers. And then they have online screen sharing, and they're saying they do it and others don't, which is definitely not true. I've used all three of these, and there definitely is online screen sharing. But the thing that I love is that down here, they've just repeated these two features throughout the entire page. and they're saying that they offer it and the others don't, and it's just repeating the same thing. So I just found that quite funny. So you can pick it up for a one-time fee of $37, and there also are a few upsells along the way with some one-time offers. Look, the software does work, but you have to be prepared to do some troubleshooting. Like I've run a few meetings today just to test it out and be familiar with this software, and I feel like every time I've gotten a different error and I've got to figure out how to troubleshoot it, whether I'm the meeting host or I'm the meeting guest. So can you imagine how frustrating that would be if you're trying to invite people to the meeting and they just spend 5-10 minutes trying to figure it out? Because honestly, when you think about when you've used Zoom or Microsoft Teams, you've probably experienced issues with those platforms in the past as well. I certainly have, and it can be a nightmare trying to troubleshoot it. And they are tested probably a lot more thoroughly than the software is. So um, yeah, it's just a lot more inconsistencies. And so basically, the negatives of this, the cons are that you don't you don't exactly know how much this has been tested. You don't know what's going to happen really, and you also don't know um, what the capacities are like. Like it says that you can have up to 1,000 people, but what happens to the software? Can it handle it? You don't really know, and you kind of just have to trust that the creators have tested it and built it well enough. Whereas with Zoom, GoToMeetings, Microsoft Teams, others, you'd expect that they definitely would have tested that stuff very thoroughly, and also yeah, so basically, you kind of just have to question why there's a one-time fee rather than a monthly fee. Um, so look, I would recommend this if you desperately are needing to have some kind of meeting software, but maybe you don't have the money to afford paying on a monthly basis. So this probably I'd probably say that yeah, this can work for you. Um, but yeah, you just don't know, and also not too sure what the support is like. This feature, the chat, I don't think this is support. This is like you're meant to be able to chat with other people who also have the software. I haven't been able to figure it out, to be honest. Like this one here, you are the only member. Like I don't know. Oh, there we go. Send. Like I'm just kind of chatting with myself. I didn't really know who I'm sending a message to or how to send a message to someone else. A chat group. Like I'm not really sure. You can add. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Like it'd be nice maybe if there was some tutorials. Maybe you get here. It's just it's difficult to find out where you can get support. Um, yeah, not too sure. So some of the things in the GUI are a little bit inconsistent, and just a bit more guidance would be nice. I can't remember if I mentioned before, but here in user preference, you can actually change the time zone, so that is good. Um, yeah, so I guess at its core, look, the software, it works. It's just it's quite inconsistent, and the support is not going to be as top notch as the support you would get on some more well-known webinar platforms. And yeah, I mean, I just think if you were relying on this software to do a webinar for a few hundred people, you don't really know how reliable it's going to be, and you're basically just trusting that the creators have built it in a way that it's going to withhold that and that it's going to not crash, and also that all the people trying to connect to it are also not going to have any issues, which is a big thing. So there's all these things to consider about the software. That's my review of PrimeMeet. I hope this was helpful. If you found it valuable in any sort of way, please do give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to. And if you would like to see how you can make money online and you can get started for free, there's a link in the description below. I will just be honest up front, like I'm still going through this myself and will be giving a review of it once I've finished. But it to start off you get completely free access, so you could give it a go if you'd like to. But yeah, just thought I'd be upfront with that. So thank you for watching.